To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering by Friedrich Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche, a famous German philosopher, is known for his bold and often controversial ideas about life, human nature, and existence. One of his most well-known statements, "To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering," touches on the unavoidable pain we experience as human beings. In this statement, Nietzsche emphasizes two essential aspects of life: the reality of suffering and the importance of finding meaning in that suffering to move forward and grow. Let's break this idea down in a way that is easy to understand. First, Nietzsche starts with the notion that to live is to suffer. This means that suffering is a natural part of life, and no one is exempt from it. We all face challenges, pain, loss, and hardship at different stages of our lives. Whether it is personal struggles like illness, loss of a loved one, or emotional difficulties, or larger, societal issues such as poverty, war, or inequality, suffering is an inevitable reality. Nietzsche is not saying this to depress or discourage us, but to highlight a fundamental truth about life. Suffering is an unavoidable part of the human experience. Now, the second part of the quote, "To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering," is where the power of Nietzsche's philosophy comes into play. While suffering is unavoidable, how we deal with that suffering defines us. Nietzsche believed that we must give meaning to our pain and hardships. We cannot simply endure suffering passively, we must find a purpose or lesson within it. Surviving means more than just existing despite the suffering. It means actively seeking out the deeper meaning behind our experiences and using those insights to become stronger, more resilient, and more enlightened individuals. Finding meaning in suffering does not mean we must enjoy the pain or seek it out, but it does mean that we should try to understand it and learn from it. This idea is similar to the notion that adversity can lead to personal growth. Nietzsche saw suffering as an opportunity for personal development. When we confront pain, we can either let it destroy us or use it to build ourselves up. By finding meaning in suffering, we gain a sense of purpose, direction, and even hope. It gives us something to hold onto during difficult times, reminding us that even in our darkest moments, there is something valuable to be learned. For Nietzsche, this idea ties closely to his concept of the Übermensch or Superman. He believed that individuals could strive to transcend their weaknesses and limitations by confronting suffering head-on and rising above it. The Übermensch is someone who creates their values, finds meaning in their suffering, and uses it as a source of strength to live fully and authentically. This approach to suffering also relates to Nietzsche's rejection of traditional religious explanations for pain and hardship. While many religious beliefs teach that suffering is a test from God or a punishment for sin, Nietzsche urged people to go beyond these explanations. Instead of waiting for divine intervention or looking to the afterlife for relief, Nietzsche encouraged individuals to take responsibility for their suffering and to find meaning within their earthly lives. In his view, life itself, with all its struggles, was valuable, and it was up to each person to give their life meaning and purpose. Nietzsche's philosophy can be empowering because it puts control back in our hands. Rather than seeing ourselves as victims of fate or circumstance, we can choose to confront our suffering and learn from it. This does not mean that we will not experience pain, but it does mean that we can grow from it and become stronger. It is important to note that Nietzsche's philosophy does not offer a one-size-fits-all solution to suffering. He does not give a clear guide on how to find meaning in every situation because he believed that each person must find their meaning individually. What gives one person purpose or strength may not work for another. Nietzsche's point is that the process of searching for meaning is crucial to surviving and thriving despite the inevitable pain in life. This idea of finding meaning in suffering resonates with many people because it acknowledges the reality of hardship, without offering false promises of an easy or pain-free life. Instead, it provides a way to approach suffering that is active, personal, and transformative. When we stop seeing suffering as something to be avoided or resented and start seeing it as an opportunity for growth, we can change the way we experience life. Nietzsche's quote can also be applied to various aspects of life, from personal challenges to larger societal issues. For example, people who have gone through difficult life experiences, such as losing a loved one or overcoming illness, often describe how those experiences have shaped them. They may say that while they would not wish to experience the pain again, they have become stronger, more empathetic, or more focused on what truly matters in life. This reflects Nietzsche's idea of finding meaning in suffering. On a broader level, many historical figures who faced tremendous adversity, such as civil rights leaders, artists, or thinkers, have used their suffering to fuel their passions and create positive change. By confronting and finding meaning in their hardships, they could rise above their challenges and contribute something valuable to the world. In the end, Nietzsche's statement reminds us that while suffering is a part of life, it does not have to define us negatively. By finding meaning in our pain, we can transform it into something positive and use it as a source of strength and purpose. Life may be filled with difficulties, but through those difficulties, we have the opportunity to grow, evolve, and live more fully. As you reflect on Nietzsche's philosophy, consider how you can apply it to your own life. The next time you face hardship, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger or more aware? By embracing this mindset, you may find that even in your most challenging moments, there is an opportunity for growth, meaning, and personal transformation. If you found this video insightful, please give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to subscribe for more philosophical discussions and ideas. Thank you for watching.